Coal mining was a major employer in the South Wales valleys until the 1980s.
My only experience was underground working.
And I started off at 16. I went to Nant Colliery for my training for a few months.
I worked in about 5 or 6 different collieries up there.
Since the early 1980s, I've been documenting coal communities in the South Wales valleys. I've witnessed the decline of the coal industry through my camera lens. On the northern outcrop of the coalfield, coal seams rise, allowing open cast mining to take place. When coal is mined, it needs to be washed and processed. Onllwyn Coal and Distribution Centre, known locally as the washery, is situated at the top of the Dulais Valley.
We're an open cast mining company. The various seams are dug out. We blend those seams together, but when they're dug out, it actually contains the old soils really, which need to be taken out. So the process through the washery is to size down the massive lumps that can be dug out in an open cast site. So it goes through a series of crushers to get it down to a size that can be handled, and then it goes through a system of dense medium tanks where coal floats in dense medium and the rock and the silts actually sink. So you get a separation of the materials that are waste, don't burn, and the clean coal. And then that clean coal is then screened, sprayed with a clean water and the product size, so it goes to the customer in the size that they actually want to buy. It goes around the world. Welsh anthracite, the best. But I'm all for the clean environment, but I'm also sceptical and a little bit devastated because we have been killed off. Aberthaw was, killed off. They made a decision to stop producing power generation in Aberthaw 3 years ago. Our company had to change its strategy. And in a way, that's been good for Celtic Energy. It's given us a little bit more time with the products, with the coal that we had. But it's gutting to think of all the coal we've got under our feet that is never going to be mined or used, sold, because it would have been good for the economy of the country, isn't it? We ain't got much gas, we ain't got much oil, we ain't really got much of anything, really, apart from coal.
As you know, in April this year we did the cease list. That'll be the end of coal production in Onllwyn. Now it's been going since 1937, which is what, 80 years, is it? 80 odd years.
The employees at the washery face the last company audit. Alongside the banter, the men work hard to make their environment safe. The washery is a dangerous place. It's all hands on deck to clean and tidy the fitting shop. So explain the audit, Leo. And
it covers everything, Rog, from the rail operation, the roadways, the movement of traffic, all the guarding, all inside here, everything. Cost reports, lift and tackle reports, everything you can think of. Like water control, the water goes out in the river. What else have we got there? Swing up now. Down the garage, where the vehicles are maintained. You've got cost reports, first aid, equipment manual handling, lighting, working at night, the lab, weighbridges, main office, fitting shop. As you can see, everything's covered in there. Lifting equipment, manual handling. Yeah, all the compressors, are they serviced, are they maintained and all that, everything, every little detail.
But everyone chips in to
Everyone chips in, yeah. Everyone, yeah. You can imagine if one little thing there now, we'll get a little lower than 90% then, which they don't want to.
What's happening today then, Chris? You on the tidy up?
Yeah, just a general tidy up. We've got an audit next week, and we do like to be spick and span for our little audit. So yeah.
Who does the audit?
It's internal audit, it's done yearly, health and safety. Keeps everyone on their toes really. It's a pain in the arse, say politely, but something we've got to do, so we get on with it.
Moments ever. And also, I think we played in Rio at the Rock and Rio.
Started here in 1979, straight from school as a 16-year-old. Finished in school in the July, started here in the August as a little immature little boy. Didn't know nothing of the wide world. Came here in with a group of grown men as a little child.
So you're going to miss all this?
Definitely. It's the same as all the collieries when they, because you see blokes coming up there crying and miss. Hopefully, because you know most of the boys are from up there and my family's up there. You know, I obviously want to lose contact with them. It's only the most from one village, you know. So when you go up, you can see them all, isn't it?
It's going to be emotional for you then.
Oh damn, yeah.
If you had your time again, would you work somewhere else?
No, without a shadow of a doubt, no. I come that close to going to the Navy, which maybe have been different, but coming here, as I said, I haven't regretted a minute. Loved it, the job is diverse. The money's not that, but I've had everything I wanted in life. House, car, holidays, you know. Not rich, Rog, but if I want to go out for a meal, go out for a meal. If I want to go abroad, I can go abroad. I got a nice car. And, you know, could maybe have been richer, but maybe not happier. And look at the places.
It's a good place to work.
It is.
The only time you were thinking about moving was when you looked into that being a escort, but it never materialised, it?
No, there wasn't much call for fat dwarves back in... Bald fat dwarves. It wasn't much of a career move, was it, Chris?
No. We did look into it. We went through a first interview, but then they didn't get back to him.
Fucking hell. Chief. So bad there.
Nothing else to me, man.
Right now, right? Go with. Which is it you don't know? The thing was... I came back to the coal industry because it was on my doorstep because I'm from Onlwyn. Yeah, it's been good, but it's coming to its end, yes. My only experience was underground working, you know, face worker and development worker in the collieries, that's all. So to be in the coal industry on the surface was quite new to me. Never worked in washing plants or nothing like that when I came here first. But no, it's been a good place to work. It's been you know, interesting. It's a good crack with the boys and that. And no, that's the bit I probably all will miss, is the camaraderie that has been in the industry, like. But yes, it's the time has come, and we're all aware of that, given you know, the global issues currently in hand. Like.
Coal mining was a major employer in the South Wales valleys. Some of the men working at the washery have been employed in the coal industry since leaving school.
I left school at 16. Probably the last day in school was end of May, June, and I'd had an interview with the NCB at the time, 1981, and I got taken on as a mining craft apprentice. We got Kevin Coyd Museum now, which was linked to the colliery Blaen Nant Drift. Blaen Nant Drift had a gantry coming out here, which was elevated over the river up to the baths, pitted baths, your lamp room, your fitting shop, and the surface area. So it's only 200 metres away, really. It's a little bit sad to see it like this, really. Then no bugger comes down here, I don't think. Apart from me, every 5 years, every 10 years.
Coal mining was a job many boys leaving school would go into. It was said on the first day they started, they went down the pit as boys and came up as men.
I am the greaser here, the lubrication officer. I'm changing the oils on all the gearboxes here on like a rotational basis. I'm gonna miss it terribly. I am. It's all right here, you know. Long as you do your bit, it all seems to be under control, and it is a massive shame it's going. I always knew the Greens would have their way. And it's all well and good if it's worldwide, but it's not. And what's going to happen is we're going to be exporting coal into the country. I mean, they're kicking off in Russia now. Old Putin will turn that gas tap off at the drop of a hat. We've got to rely on the Saudis for our oil. I think I do question the sanity of our rulers and our political leaders at times. I don't know what their end game is. These structures here, they're like 70-year-old, these are. All this steel work up there. It's been in there since the 30s. The dust in there. There's an old advantage with greasing. Whatever can be put off till tomorrow certainly can. Nothing's going to die if I don't do that in a day, yeah? And if it does, I'll just blame you. And when you look around, when I left school, there was 4 NCB collieries around here. You had this washery, Onllwyn, you had Maesgwyn, you had Open Cast over by here, where Nant Helen is now. You had Cam Gears, Metal Box, TikTok, the old Lucas, Dulais, the aluminium works in Riola. You're looking at about 35,000 jobs. And they've all disappeared in my lifetime, in my working lifetime. What's replaced it? Where Aberpergum was, you had Aberpergum, Blaen Rach, and a railway line, a viaduct going over the river to Aberpergum washery. And what's there now, McDonald's? There was 400 men working there. I can't get my head around it sometimes. I don't know, I think they want to drive the next generation into poverty because you can't see any way out of it for them. There's no big money anywhere, it's all minimum wage. And do as you're bloody told or off you go.
Hiya Paul, all right? I'm one of 10 children for a start. My father went through Africa and Italy during the war. Then he went into coal mining. Kevin Coyd did Action underground. Then he came to the washery of all places.
I've got 5 brothers who were involved in the washery with 200 odd years service. I've been here 42 years. It's sad, isn't it? Really, really sad. We have been thrown down the river long time ago, Rog, to be honest with you. All this natural resources we got and going by the wayside. I know life has changed and we're supposed to be green and what have you, but to me, no, never. We haven't got the jobs yet anymore, have we? At the end of the day, where are these youngsters going to work? Where are they going to work? If you talk with 190 men, today we're only 28. We're producing just as much today as what we were doing then, in those days. But we had different shift patterns then. We had a 10-hour day shift and a 9-hour night shift. So I've done actually shift work for 42 years. And when I'm talking to you now, it's starting to snow. So in that sense, I'm freezing my bollocks off.
My name is Matthew Morgan. I'm a quality technician based in the on-site laboratory here on our wonderful site, Onllwyn Distribution Centre. We're doing daily sampling of coal and then we're preparing the samples, drying them off, analysing them, finding out the ash, the sulphur, the volatile, the moisture content of it, which is all helpful for our buyers to know, and obviously we've got to produce product which adheres to a strict specification. Dry the sample, work out the moisture, and we can do sizing tests on the coal to find out basically the size of the particles of the coal, which some buyers want to know. The rest of the analysis goes on in the next part of the lab then, which is a bit more scientific and a lot more refined equipment in there, so to speak. So, yeah,
I'll do the rest of the paper now once you've done the assessment. I'll put in a camera in a second. Bledin, he's operating with Celtic Energy. His ticket for the heavy lift forklift is about to expire. We test them every 3 months to make sure they're still familiar with the machine. Recertificate him for another 3 years. So he's just going to do a quick assessment. He's been done 4 times previously, going back the last probably 10 years-ish. Explain everything inside. What are these for? Spares. Just in case, isn't it? Explain everything in the cab then. Just tell me what you stop there. Obviously you start stop the key. Yeah. Switches are what is written on there. Gauges? Heater. Gauges. Heater most important. Yes. I do a lot of companies in this area because I'm specialised in sort of open cast coal mining and this sort of work, you know. Ex-plant operator myself. It's a natural progression, I suppose, from operating. I went into supervising, then into general foreman, and it's just not natural progression through it. That's unloaded and empty. Just going to pick a full one up now and load the full one onto the lawn. Details on the front definitely black. No way. They're doing this day in day out. Like I said, it's not the first time assessment for these guys. These guys have probably been done 3 times previously. It's just a refresher assessment now to make sure they're still doing it safely, and that's good. Handsome chap, yes.
You want did on that?
It's the crime water, is.
Good.
Right, I'll go up again.
Yeah, swap.
I went to college and I started doing welding, and then I went to a welding shop in Dulais, and then I started working away then, and then a job interview came up as an apprentice electrician, and I took that in the washery, and I'm still here today. Well, it's a local place to work, so I'll have to find another job that's going to be further away to work, and it's good for the community, I think the job is, and it's helping out a lot of people, and it's quite a close community. It's good because it's giving us local jobs in the local area, and you know, if this place ran for the next 40 years, then I'd be here. I wouldn't have to look elsewhere, I suppose.
I left school. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I just went to college, did the sport side of things. Played rugby with the college, things like that, and then did that. And then I went to uni, did sports science, but it wasn't for me. So then thought I wanted a bit of a change. So I heard there was a job going here, so I applied for it and just had the interview and just got the job. Just wanted to try something different, you know. I just was interested in how it all works, really.
I think, you know, at the end of the day, you've got to look in the past for the future. I really, really do. I think you've got to look what people are committed, and then what are we going to get out of it. You know, my father was such a, how can I explain? He knew what to say when you were to say it. And when he had 10 kids round about, when you shouted, you knew what was happening. But you had a conversation with him. He went through the war. He knew what was up. But when when he came here to work in the washery, and I thought, oh, it's a job for life. To die at a young age with all the children he left. And I think to myself, sometimes, God, when I had 10 children, where am I now? You know, it's smooth working here. It's been a good laugh, we've had good times. But at the end of the day, that's life, innit? That is life.
One of the men is finishing a few weeks before closure to start a new job. The men are giving him a send-off with a buffet.
There was another page I should have sent fucking clown fucking broke it.
Wait, don't take it out on me now, you want to do a bit of work for fucking 10 minutes on your own.
I thought around
First time in 45 fucking years.
around Turkey, not Robin.
Why don't you fucking sort it out next time, man?
How much is that?
£23.
You told Elvis £33. You made
Shut up! Put on camera!
Just cut it as you want there, innit? Cut it as you want there. Well, you just cut it, put all of that. We have got no plates. Do you need a plate? I don't need it. Do you want me to take the lid off the cardboard box for it, on there? We'll put on some cardboard. Towels. Put that cardboard box together.
Never had cheesecake. What is in cheesecake? What's in it?
not fucking cheese.
I know, right?
What? We won't taste cheese.
Stunning, isn't it? Yeah. Very sweet. That's all. We had one of these last night.
Yeah, but there's no cans of bloody pop then. We tell you. It'll be Moretti or something like that.
Yeah, that's not bad pop.
Final button.
You put the last bit of coal off a boot.
Even when you're on China, sufferer, you can put the final button in. Years ago, they would have been doing that. So the reason we're having a little get together is to keep morale up, and the reason is Paul Turner's actually leaving us today. Going to new ventures next Monday.
Yeah, on my way back.
Tata Steel. Down Tata. We started Monday. Not particularly, no. It's a job, innit? So lucky to get one just to get out there before the place shuts. Yeah.